Hi everyone, Isela here with the Truck Boss Show, and today we have a special guest. You know how I love my women in trucking, and we have Miss Angelique Temple, who is with Women in Trucking. Angelique, thank you for being with us on the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Tell me, how did you make a decision to say I'm going to be part of Women in Trucking?
Actually, it came from my very special boss, one of many, but it came from one of the top supervisors and management team, Mr. Ward Best, who contacted me and said, "Hey, I got an email, and it is an organization called Women in Trucking, and they're looking for someone." And I looked at the email and said, "This is Angelique. I have to get her involved." So he did. And I started going to the conferences. And the next thing I knew, I was nominated to be on the image team by Mr. Best and went through the motions. And it's been like that ever since. Atlantic Bull Carrier, and have always, tried to get everything to where the drivers stay involved.
How long had you been driving before that? Or had you driven at all?
I've always been a driver, and I've always been a hazmat driver. So I've always pulled hazardous materials in the tanker. So yes, I was a driver before then, and it was about 17 years at that point when I started. So now I'm up to about 2021. So yes, I was already in the industry.
Well, look at you. And I mean, hauling hazmat is I mean, that's some serious business right there.
It definitely is, but you have to love it. You have to love it in order to do it. If you don't love it, leave it alone.
I hear people say that a lot, so I believe
Yes.
you. Now, what are some of the things that you love about being part of the organization?
Oh God, what's there not to love? Okay, with women in trucking, the first thing you love is that it's family. So everyone is family. It doesn't matter if I just met someone today that said, "Hey, guess what? I'm in women in truck." Oh wow, me too. We're automatically family. There is no introduction. There's no let's warm up to each other. We're all family, just like the company I work for, Land Bull Carrier. Everything is family owned and operated. So therefore, when you go to an event or when you participate in a mentoring program with women in trucking, you already know everyone loves you because you already loved them from the beginning. And the fact that there's an organization that will promote women, try to get the word out there, try to make sure everyone knows about their accomplishments, and try to just lift each other up to not only be strong and stay in the industry, but to don't be afraid to move further into the industry. Don't get settled to where you feel like you have to stay there. You can go different places. You can go further up. So yes, it's so many things to love. I just can't I can't name just one.
A lot of women that decide to step into the industry for whatever their reason is, and I know you said this before, it's about motivating, bringing up those spirits and saying, hey, you got this, you can do it. What are some of the
Right.
things that you've had the opportunity to do, being with the organization, for fellow female or even male drivers, to help them along the way to say, hey, just don't give up, you got this?
Well, mainly with me, if I can't help them with something that I have or any resources that we have that I might not know about or I might not be able to get to right away, we can contact each other. I can pass them along to any one of the image team members and say, listen, you need to talk to this person. This is a person for you. Just like someone will say, oh, well, I have this story and I don't think I can do this. And they might say, you know what? Let me call Angelique because she's the one you need to talk to, not me. So it's just we all kind of pass whatever we need to pass and then we talk to them ourselves. So it's a lot of different things. You get to do the conferences, you get to kind of meet a whole bunch of different people and see how the industry works from a different side. You deal with shippers as well as you deal with drivers, and you deal with men as well as you deal with women, and you deal with some children. And I mean, it's really just great. It's outstanding. It's like being on vacation, but you still have to work. You still have
That's
to
true. Yes.
work.
So, what are some of the things that you've enjoyed being a driver?
There's nothing I don't enjoy about being a driver. I think that the best thing about being a driver is the company I work for. When I came to Atlanta Bull Carrier, I already knew I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, it's family owned and operated. We're in Virginia, right outside of Richmond, and I have raised my children off of Atlanta Bull Carrier and what they have done. The owner, Gary Short, is amazing. He's like my dad, away from my dad. And to be able to raise 6 children, and most of the time being a single mom, it's just, it's a loyalty, number one, and it's a kind of independence that you don't have to sit and say, well, let me think about how I did it. Because I can talk to you on the spot when you tell me, I have 2 kids, I cannot drive truck. I said, hold on now. I raised 6. Hold on now, let me stop you, So yes, it is definitely, definitely just the fact that it's a wonderful company because it's just family. It's just family. That's what it is.
Me at one point had been a single mother, raised 4 on my own practically.
Right?
I know what you mean when, oh no, you can do
Yeah,
it. There's no impossible. You can
that's
do it.
right. That's
Well,
right.
Angelique, I want to thank you so much for your time. Just love the organization, the accomplishments that Women in Trucking have. They've accomplished so much through the years,
Yes.
and and you being part of it, and just the attitude that you have is amazing. It's awesome. So,
Thank
Angelique, you
you.
keep that up, and I can tell you that here at the Truck Boss Show, hands down, and we just love everything that you guys are doing.
Thank you so much. And thank you for even having me.
Thank you. Well, and that's it here for the Truck Boss Show. We'll catch you on the next one.